FM, Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
KWTN 100.9 FM, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. Welcome everybody to Winnebago Talks, a 1-hour show featuring things that we talk about in Winnebago as well as around Winnebago and whatnot. So I have a couple my co-hosts that are going to do their introduction, and you can't do your regular introduction today. You got to give us a good one because this is episode 31, and Willie Bass, help us out here. What far as coinage, what is that? That's going to be what do you think? That's going to be 3 dimes plus 1 penny. All right, let's go. Good.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, give us a different introduction. What is who am I speaking with?
Heine P.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
This is Bethany.
Yeah.
Your communications office manager.
She threw a different word in there. There you go. Yeah. I love it. All right, try it. What? My bad. Try it now.
You're listening to Tyler Snake. I can't switch it up. It's like a whole line. If I switch it up, I won't know.
Yeah, and go ahead. Give us your introduction.
I'm Tyler Snake, Winnebago Indian News Office Circulation Manager.
Awesome. So we have a lot to talk about here today. A couple things that we want to make mention is we have some special guests that are going to be joining us. The Two Spirit organization is here to talk about a cool event that's coming up. We have Project Launch in the house that's going to be helping us out, and they got some events coming on up as well. And we have cross country is going to be happening, I think Friday. So we're going to get some information from Mr. Adam James and whatnot. So we have a couple, I believe one of the Winnebago Public School students, that is Mr. Diami Barrage, that is going to be representing the Winnebago Public School as well as the Winnebago Tribe down in Kearney, Nebraska for state. That's going to be very exciting, so we'll announce that a little bit later on. We have the rendition of The Answer Is, and we played that on Saturday, and it was really cool. It was awesome. Janet Bass and Miss Sherman.
Miss Sherman.
Yeah, they went toe to toe, and it was really cool. So we'll have a recap of what took place on Saturday too, as well.
Do we get to use the whiteboards?
Yeah. All right, Savannah, can you hear us? Like she said, I'm just checking in for a sec, but she's not able to watch today because I believe she's out and doing some conferencing stuff. Yes. You know what I mean? So hope LA's bring us back a souvenir. And what else? No. Yeah, what else do we got to talk about, guys?
So we have, you already mentioned Diami going to stay, and then we also have some exciting news from our special guest, which you already made mention of. So I think you kind of hit the nail with the hammer on that one.
All right. Yeah. I can never get like those analogies right and stuff. You know, I always say I hit the hammer on the nail or whatever. But I mean, I always. What are some analogies that what are your to-go analogies? I noticed that lately mine is nonetheless. You know what I mean? I don't even know where I heard that from and stuff, but I am starting to say that a lot of times, and it's kind of like a segue into a different thing. So nonetheless, we have a great show. You know what I mean?
Without further ado, I don't know where it came from.
Is that what your go-to lately and stuff?
I just have to be talking and it just rolls off my tongue. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of those weird analogies. And I heard something, I think I was watching football last night, and one of the Troy Aikman said something, and I was like, he didn't really make sense when he said it, but it made sense. You know what I mean? It's like a slang and stuff. But nonetheless, Okay. Breaking news, folks. Authorities in Sioux City, Iowa have been looking for a missing woman since the end of September. Help us out here. This is a Winnebago tribal member. For those that maybe that are in the Sioux City area, we have a lot of friends and listeners that tune into the Sioux City area. They're looking for 36-year-old Brenda Pear. Monday morning, KCAU reported that the FBI has joined the search for Pear. Officials said that her family reported her last contact on her on September 29th, and she had parked her van on the 700 block of Hamilton Boulevard. It's a McDonald's parking lot. And the missing and murdered Indigenous women of USA said her family reported that she had called to let them know she dropped off her mom's car, and it was reported that her friends and family have not been able to get in contact with her. So if you have any information, Brenda, she has black hair, brown eyes. Pear is 5'8". She weighs between 140 and 170 pounds, and her nickname is Gaga. She's a member of the Winnebago tribe. The police said that they don't suspect foul play, but they are concerned for her mental health as she may be in crisis. So if anybody has any information on her whereabouts, please contact the department at 712-279-6960. And, one of the things we reached out to a couple of our relatives, Trisha, as well as Lily. Lily works upstairs and stuff. And she's, they're kind of outside when I come in sometimes. And I kind of just check in with Lily and how you doing and any word or anything like that. And I know that the family just wants to hear something. You know what I mean? So hopefully our prayers are with the family. I know that it's probably pretty, how do you say it? Hopefully they find her soon. You know what I mean? So if you guys could help us spread the word, maybe if you know something, I know that they just want her safe. The family just wants to hear from her. And then, there's different directions and whatnot and stuff. But Bethany, Tyler, anything to make mention of that?
Prayers.
Yeah.
I don't know. You said it all. You're good at that.
Yeah, definitely. Just want to encourage anybody that has maybe seen Brenda or talked to her. Maybe just touch base with Lily. I know that she is really concerned. That's her sister. So just let's work together on this one.
Yeah. Trisha is part of the, she's out in San Francisco, but she mentioned, I texted her this morning and I said, is there any word or is there anybody that maybe can come in? I know she's part of that organization, the Great Plains Action Society. The Great Plains Action Society. And they held like a search for her one of those Fridays. We want to do our part here at KWTN 100.9 FM and make sure if you guys can help us, the listeners, those that are commenting on Facebook, whatnot, let's try to get her safe, you know what I mean? And if there's anything that we can do, maybe somebody that's with her now is listening to this, text, where can they text information?
They can reach out to the hotline for the KWTN. It's 402-922-3347. If I receive anything, I'll be sure to relay that to the family as well. Right.
Our message. We have the message. We monitor
the big voice. Yep.
And we have an email.
We do. It's kwtn@winnebagotribe.com.
Yep. And Lily emailed me this morning, too. I invited her to the show to maybe discuss and stuff. They said that had been sightings on the north side of Sioux City. And they're reaching out, make sure the office in the Sioux City department knows. Maybe they can follow some of those leads or whatnot. But they're working on getting a reward out for any information, or if somebody can help us find her, they'll post that information a little bit later on and stuff. But they'll keep us updated on the progress, and we'll keep our listeners updated as well. So once again, prayers out to Brenda Pear and family that you come home safe, and the family is worried about you. And if you're listening out there, the family would like to hear from you and make sure that we're all good. So thank you for that information, Trisha, Lily. We even reached out to Terry Medina. I know that he has meetings today, and I know that he's doing some work up there in Sioux City as well. So thank you for everybody that has been posting flyers and just getting the word out. So yes. All righty. So, Tyler, anything with the Winnebago Into News?
Next week will be our upcoming issue week next Tuesday by 4:30 p.m. What is that? I gotta check. The 25th?
Yeah, we just had an issue come out, right?
Yeah, it's
And
going by quick.
It had the information if you guys want to learn who got reelected to the tribal council. It's front page news, and congratulations to our new tribal council members. They had the reorganization, the swearing in ceremony on Wednesday, October 5th, and it was a great article that Jordana wrote, and so a lot of that was what was relayed through what they said on the live stream, and they have a part on there where it says comments to the community. And so she kind of relayed some of that information into Winnebago in the news. So, yeah, I think that make sure you get your information into the WIN.
Yeah. If you want to email anything or become a WIN contributor, you could email me at tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com.
All right. So, you're going to play The Answer Is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come back with the vengeance. Hey, is it like a new season, or we just keep it rolling?
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. But you get a lifeline today.
Nice.
Yeah. So, today is going to be the theme.
I get it because she won last week.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I was like, where'd that come from?
Did you really?
Wish I sat here silently.
How did you win? Oh, yeah, because you got the Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. It's curveball.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
I got a little sweat gland.
So you get...
Almost got away with that one.
Wait, you did get a lifeline the last time,
week.
too, and it messed you up.
It did.
Dang. Okay, all right. So we're going to be
That's
asking...
my response.
Yep, we're going to be asking our people to help us out when that time comes. All right.
All right. Be back.
Two Spirit Organization, Mr. Curtis Alexander and Emmy Scott, come on down. In the meantime, top 5?
Top 5. So we'll have the graphic up later this afternoon. I know that last week we had Computer Love come in as the top song of the week again. So that's 3 weeks now.
Okay, cool.
But I don't have all of my songs yet. So I'll
Okay.
put the graphic on the Facebook. So just keep an eye out for that. And please vote when you get a chance. Like, even if it's just a real quick passing moment, you don't have to tell us why you're voting for that song or anything like that. We just 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, go ahead and give us your introduction, guys.
Jeez, good morning.
That's a good introduction.
I'm Curtis Alexander. I'm the president of the Winnebago Two Spirit Organization.
Hina Kadagina. My name is Emmy Scott. I'm the treasurer for the Winnebago Two Spirit Organization.
All right. And you guys got some events coming up, or you guys, what brings you to the radio station here today?
Well, so we have a committee of programs that come together, and we started planning a couple of events. And we have an event on Saturday, the 22nd. It's our pumpkin painting. And that is, our event is called Resi Things, and I'll let Emmy take that away.
Okay.
Yeah, the Resi Things, it's Stranger Things themed
There
event.
you go.
Yeah.
One of the best series out there. Would you agree, Bethany?
Just only watch the first season. But yes,
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
up there.
It is the best season, right?
Yes.
Yes, for sure. And you got to binge it because it's October. This is kind of how do you say it? We want to make sure that we get some of the paranormal stories on
Yes.
Winnebago Talks, right? Anyways,
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, so we're going to have, we're going to have food, we're going to have pizza, we're going to have
Waffles.
Waffles.
Waffles. Why waffles?
You know, because 11, that's her favorite food is
Oh,
the
yeah.
Eggos.
Yeah.
So we're going to have, like, some kind of waffle bar, and then we're going to have maybe some other, like, 80s themed candy.
Taking it back.
And we're going to have some giveaways of some Stranger Things stuff. I got 2 little, like, stuffed demigorgons to give away, and Stranger Things light brights.
Cool.
And a bunch of Hellfire t-shirts.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, for
Nice.
sure. So what time does that start?
That starts at 1 o'clock on this Saturday,
Okay.
the 22nd.
All right.
So from 1 to 4 at the farmers market, we'll be there, and and it's supposed to be a nice day for once, hopefully.
Yeah,
So.
man. Let's talk about the weather a little bit. This
Little
is
chilly.
Yeah. What did it get down to? 15 degrees in the Siouxland area. 15 degrees, and it's
It
supposed to
was
be like
cold.
Like
70.
77
Yeah.
or something, so it's supposed to be kind of a nice day. I mean, I would still
Bring a
try to
jacket.
bundle up because
Yeah.
under that thing it kind of gets windy, like
Yeah.
in the farmers market area.
For
but
sure. Awesome. And how much does it cost?
Free.
It's free. It's
Everything's
just bring
free.
your kids over and grab a pumpkin, and you can paint and get some food, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. 'Cause,
Yeah. I think it would be something to do on Saturday. You know, there's a lot of people that are wondering what to do, and not everybody gets to go to the pumpkin patch or whatnot. But you can come and paint a pumpkin, right?
Yes, paint a pumpkin. I don't know what else we're gonna do. We usually have like a picture booth kind of not a picture booth, but like a photo area where you can take pictures. And yeah, food. Lots of pumpkins. I know there's going to be a lot of pumpkins.
And if people want to, like, we're encouraging like 80s themed clothing or Stranger Things characters.
Oh, dang.
I know, like, half of the Winnebago kids, they look like Argyles. I mean, not that hard.
I got to tell you a story. All right. Here's my story time for sure. I mean, okay. So fashion back in the days was, I was just talking to this, like we went shopping for a coat. Mm-hmm. And back then, you had to shop for a starter coat, you know, whether it be Raiders or whatever that you wore back in the days and stuff. But do you guys remember wearing those pants and then at the end by your ankles, you would twist them and then roll them up? That was a style. Do you remember that? Do you guys remember that? Anybody out there remember that?
No.
You don't remember? Okay.
I remember rubber bands. They would do that with rubber bands at the bottom of, no matter what it was, sweats, pants.
They did that with rubber bands? Really? Okay, so I have to teach you guys that and stuff. But that was the thing to do back in the days. Not only that, when you come into the school, Aquanet. Seriously, man. It was like a layer of Aquanet and stuff. But like the ladies, I mean, the students, the girls, they would do their hair and it would stick like straight up. I mean, it was Aquanet City in Winnebago. Winnebago should have been sponsored by Aquanet. I mean, and then they had the pink can, they had the turquoise can, and I don't know, a couple other cans and stuff like that. But there was like Stronghold, Super Stronghold, and Ridiculous Stronghold or something like that. You know what I mean? But I swear, you walk into I was probably a junior, and not a junior, but it was before that. When I was in junior high, I should say. When I was in high school, when I was in high school, it was Three Flowers. You remember Three Flowers? You know what I mean? But when I was in junior high, it was Aquanet. You know, that was the go-to. So anyways, yeah, like when they do Stranger Things, the 80s, for sure, man. I mean, when I watched it, and I was like, hey, when they did the scene in the mall, I was like, dang, man. Every time I go to Sioux City Mall, I always think of Stranger Things now. Yeah, because that was the place to do, you know what I mean? Aladdin's Castle or whatever, Friday night, your parents just get paid, you know, you go to a movie, everybody would be at the mall, you know what I mean? Nowadays, it's just like all the malls.
Ghost town.
It is. It's crazy and stuff. Mall of America is a different story. I mean, you go to Mall of America, it is jumping and stuff like that, but
Excuse me, be bumping into everybody.
Yeah, for real. But I blame that on Amazon. I mean, Amazon, if you want us to sponsor us and we can give you a shout out and stuff like that. But seriously, Amazon, you're tearing down the malls and stuff. You know what I mean? I got
a shout out for the mall though. They got a new like little arcade in there.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
How is
nice. I like it. But I mean, Dave and Buster's, however you say it, Dave and Buster's, they're up there. Tilt's like right there with them.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you win a lot of prizes?
No. Those things are kind of hard. Like, you pay a lot to get those prizes, and then when you get it, like, you get the animal and it pulls it up, then it shakes and it drops it.
Oh,
it's kind of rigged.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's cool. I like it.
There you go. But both said Bagel Girls had the tallest volleyball and basketball teams in the state until they showered because of their hair. Seriously, I think there's a picture. If you go into the Winnebago Public School, there's like some state qualifiers or the state champs or whatever and stuff. But you see the hairdos. We should take a picture of it and bring it.
We have some archived sports pictures where I've seen a lot of the higher the better hair.
Seriously, man. I mean, it was awkward. We should have been sponsored by Aquanet. Anyways, so yes, this Saturday. Any other events you guys got coming up?
Yes, we have. We are partnering with Project Launch, and they're doing the Trunk or Treat on Friday the 21st. So, and that is at the big screen. And then we also have another event. Do we have another one?
Oh, on the next Friday.
Yeah.
Is that the 28th?
Yep.
On the 28th, we're also they're doing Project Launch, I believe, is doing a zombie walk, but they'll probably talk about that next week. But we're showing Winnebago Two Spirits showing Hocus Pocus 2, starting at 6 p.m. We're gonna show Hocus Pocus 2.
Have you watched it yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course I did.
What'd you
I have
think?
not seen the new one yet.
3 o'clock in the morning, I was up. I was watching it as soon as it came on streaming.
I liked it. I don't know. Me and my mom watched it.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, guys, I'm trying to get a hold of Project Launch, and if you know anybody from Project Launch, they were supposed to be on here today. Let me send a text and see if they're coming.
I'm going to try to plug in the flyer. I remember seeing one for the zombie walk, so I'm going to try to find that real quick.
And you guys have, how can we get a hold of you guys?
You can visit our Facebook page, Winnebago Two-Spirit. You can visit us online with our website, which is winnebago2spirit.com. Or you just reach out to us. I don't know, my number is everywhere. Like, look me up online. I'm there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then do you guys, and besides the organization, and this is kind of like, you guys do your own fundraising, and then you do your own events to get the information out, and kind of what's the mission of Two Spirit organization?
So our mission is to create visibility and a more welcoming community for Two-Spirit individuals, and just to have a good time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, what's the same?
Yeah, I think we, cultivate like the social aspect. We have safe spaces for the community to, have a place to go and feel safe and, bring their kids. And then also we do educational outreach and try to, teach both the community and then outside the community about what, Two-Spirit means and, what that means in our culture.
Yeah, for sure. I seen like you guys were in like Orange City or something.
Oh yeah,
recently.
this weekend.
Was that for the Tulip Festival or?
No. They had their Pride they have their Pride in October instead of June, and they invite us every year, and it's because they are like they're a Dutch community, and because we're a Native community, they want to show like ethnocentric, like communities had LGBTQ, for a long time. So that's what our relationship is to them.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I know you work with the Siouxland Pride Alliance.
Yep,
they
Siouxland Pride Alliance.
come down and support you at your events, and then vice versa.
Very true.
Awesome. Any shout outs, anything that you guys want to make mention? We do want to give you an opportunity. If there's a paranormal story that you want to share with everybody, this is kind of our paranormal episode. You know what I mean? But, it's just like, if you want to share one, if you don't have one, we kind of caught you off guard on that one. But any shout outs or anything that you guys want to make mention?
Go ahead, Emmy.
No, Curtis is the one with scary stories.
I do want to share a story, though.
Yes.
Emmy, your brother came
Yes.
up and rocked the stage at our Big Voice.
Yes.
And, man, he brought his own banner and everything. And we want to say thank you, especially for coming out, supporting him. And we want to say thank you to Mob Scene, who is the 2022 Big Choice Artist of the Year. That is very cool. Congratulations. And I'm sure you're probably maybe tired. I don't know. Do you help him write his lyrics or anything like that?
Oh, no. He does all that himself. Yeah.
That is cool. Very musical, talented, and everything. And so appreciate that. And I guess I gave you the shout out that I wanted you to shout out. But anyways, Curtis, anybody?
No, not really. No shout out from me. I do appreciate that you did that for Lily and Brenda. Talked about that because that's really important. And every time that I'm going to be speaking at stuff, I'm going to bring up the family and like looking for her. Right. Because I went to school with Brenda like my entire life. So like I know her and I do want her to come home safe. So that's probably my shout out is to the family and hopefully we bring her home,
For sure.
Find help and everything,
Well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys, and all the work that you do. And, we're just trying to do our part. And if anybody knows, once again, if you know anything, information, they can even contact you guys, you know what I mean, if need be and stuff. So we're all in it together. All right. Well, thank you to Spirit Organization, Curtis Alexander and Emmy Scott. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you Saturday.
Yes,
Okay, yes.
please come down. Bring the whole family.
We showed the flyer, right? Did
Yep.
we show the flyer?
Yep.
And make sure you bookmark that. We'll share it on our page a little bit later on this afternoon.
All
And
right.
any updates and stuff, whatnot.
Resi
so.
things. Come out.
Resi things. Dress warmly.
For the Resi things, is there a flyer on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. Is it on the Winnebago Two-Spirit?
Yeah, we have a flyer and event. on
All
the
right.
Twitch.
So, yeah, get out the 80s gear. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Have the mom make that hair again.
Bust out that Aquanet.
right. Okay,
All
guys.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Resi things. This is kind of a FYI. Today's The Answer Is, which is coming up. We are doing Halloween movie trivia. That's today's theme. So if you're a big Halloween movie buff, you know what I mean, make sure you tune in for that when that time comes. Are you nervous?
I'm nervous.
All right. Okay. Mr. Ben Crawford from the Angel Decorum Museum is in the house, and we'll give him an opportunity to microphone himself up and get adjusted here.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
All right.
How's it going?
Good. All right. So how you been?
Pretty good. It's really chilly out, though.
Yeah, for sure. And Angel Decorum Museum, you guys been pretty busy and stuff. So what's the latest?
Definitely. Yeah, we've been super busy. We're kind of gearing up for November. You got all sorts of events that we're going to be helping out with, working with other programs. I think the first week in November, they're going to be doing archery at the Village Market building in that
Right.
first week. I'll be there for that. And we got all sorts of stuff coming up for Halloween, too. So it's going to be great. Looking forward to going to that masquerade, Halloween masquerade.
That's
Now
coming up.
It's back on, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Are
I
you
didn't
guys,
do it during
helping?
COVID.
Helping with that?
I don't think we're helping with that, but I definitely going to go to that, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay. Some good music, some good costumes. I
Yeah.
believe they have usually they have a kind of a dance contest and whatnot. It's been a while since I have attended, but I have to share another story with you, Bethany, and Ben. I am.
I just looked all crazy, and no one knew it was me. I was just
Wow.
sitting over there, and like I wouldn't tell no one it was me. And then I just felt real weird, but it was my first time doing it. And then I got out there, and then whenever they're going through, and like it came down to me and Kuna, we had to like unmask ourselves, and I don't know. It's just one of those moments where you're just kind of like, don't look at me. But it's cool.
That's the highlight of the evening when you see the champions and then you're like, it's like Scooby Doo, you know what I mean? Like, who's behind this mask? And then you open it up and then everybody just goes nuts. No way, you know. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. But we need to get somebody up here to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be next Saturday, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Down at the
Yes.
yeah. So, anyways, back to Angel Decor, Native American. Why is November known as Native American Month?
Well, I think from what I understand, might not be the whole story, is that, of course, in the past, historically, and today even, November's, everybody thinks is Thanksgiving, right? And
Yeah.
gosh, even really recently in schools, they'll have kids dress up as pilgrims and Indians, right? And so I think that's part of a more modern movement, is to really acknowledge tribes, acknowledge their authenticity, that the differences in tribes. Not every tribe lived in a teepee with a totem pole in the background, and right. So there's a lot of stereotypes out there because of Thanksgiving and whatnot. So I think November, as part of Native history, is really kind of goes back unmasking. What's the truth, right? What really happened?
Right.
What can America actually honor the tribes for?
Yeah, we have a word that's banned here
Yeah.
on KWTN. That's the C word, right? The two C words and stuff. You know, we never say his name, right? Because we celebrate.
Biggie. That's it.
Yeah. Christopher Wallace. We don't say the other name.
No.
Christopher Columbus. No. We get fined if we say that on KWTN.
Yeah, so that one he just said, we're getting fined for that. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, the whole story behind him and stuff, you know, it needs to be taught.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of kids. Me growing up, going to elementary school, that's what was in the books, right? You got the Pilgrims and the Indians, and it's inaccurate. It just doesn't reflect the incredible diversity of tribes in America, and it certainly doesn't honor tribes.
Yeah.
So I think that's at least what I understand, how I see it, right? So that's
So for November, you have a whole thing coming up, or like a whole.
a lot of different programs are working together. They're going to be doing. I think they're going to be doing a deer They're going to be dressing a deer, and I don't know what the word is, kind of butchering a deer in the first week, I believe.
Yeah. Harvesting.
Harvesting a deer.
I did a poster one time and stuff, and it was for NICC. When I used to work for Nebraska Indian Community College, I was one of their instructors, and I did some graphic design work for them or whatnot. But I put buffalo kill. Yeah, and somebody says, wow, the appropriate term is buffalo harvest. And I was like, oh, wow. I mean, it's... I don't know, when you come up with words and stuff like that, it's the same thing, you know what I mean? But they did it in their traditional way. They prayed over it, and you know, that was our lifeblood, buffalo. So for sure, you know what I mean? One of the things when the pandemic hit is the pandemic task force. They did what they're called like survival videos. You know, if you can imagine. You know, it's very scary when everything starts shutting down. The grocery stores, the meat packing plants, they started to, you know, go shut down. And we're like, hey, you know, we looked around and stuff and like, how are we going to feed our kids? And does anybody know how to fish? Does anybody know how to, you know, hunt with a bow and arrow or whatever and stuff, you know, because shields might be closed. You know what I mean? You can't get one of these automatic bow and arrows these days and stuff. So we did like these survival videos and stuff, and we learned how to make hominy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's something that's very, you know, I love hominy myself, you know, hominy and just straight stew cubes or whatever they call them in that broth, you know, that's something like a day like this. Hominy is very good. It didn't win our soup of the year. Who won?
Corn soup.
Corn soup by landslide, or was it close? Do you know?
I think it was kind of like a landslide.
What was your? Did you vote for it?
I did vote for it. Corn soup's my favorite.
But mahinch, you know what I mean? Like Isaac came in and did a video on how to make mahinch and stuff. You know what I mean? So you went around and see what your surroundings, and there's a lot of stuff that comes from the Mother Earth, as well as you know, everything that she provides, and so. Yeah, it's very kind of interesting that we should go back to some of that. At least know how.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because what if COVID was worse, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. So here today, discuss any paranormal stories that you have for us, or
I got a story.
Okay.
I got
story time.
I'm gonna mix it up today.
Okay.
I was gonna do, instead of this event in history, it's gonna be this place in history. But first, I'm gonna give you two stories. One's really short, one's a little bit longer.
Okay.
Both of these are completely true, and I was present for them. Okay.
Is this like Winnebago history, or is this your personal kind of history?
Yes. Number one, in Wisconsin, I used to work at a museum that's on ancestral Ho-Chunk land, and this is the real short one. I would work there alone, and they would have student workers there. And of course, they paid you nothing, right? You make like $7 an hour, right? There's kind of two times where some spooky stuff happened, if you want to call it that. One of which was, it was October, and I just watched The Ring. At night after class as a college student, right? And I watched the Japanese one, which was even spookier, right? A Japanese version. So then I went into the museum very early in the morning. Of course, I'm super tired. And this is they got a lot of money in this museum. So what they do is they keep the lights really low so you don't bleach out the colors and objects. So I'm going into the back room, and there's stuff from all over the world. There's stuff from New Guinea. There's big masks from Africa. There's all these statues everywhere. Stuff from the Middle East. There's a mummy hand in that museum. So I'm walking through the aisles, and I'm just like, whoa. You know, I just always had the feeling that something was behind me. And then at that same museum, too, the elevator would open on its own, and it would come up, and you'd be working there alone, then it would open up, and it'd wait for a second, then it would close, and then it'd go back downstairs to the collections room. Now, some people said that was mechanical issues, and that was probably it, but it did do it, right?
It wasn't.
It happened. Now, I want to give you the one that happened in Bago.
Okay.
This was about... at least a year or two ago. And it was winter time, so it wasn't fall. And we had just gotten those nice new speakers that you see at the museum. I think we used them for an event, those tall tower speakers. And you can hook those up to Bluetooth. And this was before we really opened up on Saturdays much, but I was still in there. I was working on something. So nobody was going to come in this day. So I was using those brand new speakers, and I'm playing all sorts of music, right? Mostly non-native music, though. So I'm upstairs in our little community area, and I'm working on stuff. I'm entering all sorts of records. Some of the records I'm working on are like death records for people in the tribe. They keep really extensive records, just like birth records to see who's in the tribe. So I'm archiving those, listen to all sorts of non-native music downstairs. And I go downstairs to walk back down to my office, and I just get like a cold sweat. And all the lights, I think all the lights are on and everything, if I can remember right. But it just felt like something was watching me, right? It's kind of a weird feeling. So I just go back to my office. I grab what I need. I go back upstairs, and I get that same feeling. It's just like, ugh. I don't know what it is, but it's like somebody's just looking at me, right? And it's not a big museum. There's not a lot there. But throughout the day, I think I'm there for 4 or 5 hours. I keep going back upstairs and down to get stuff, working on my archiving, still listening to music and stuff. And just every time I have to go back downstairs, that feeling gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And nobody else is there but me. Nobody else is going to be coming in. And eventually, if I kind of like pinpoint, where is this feeling coming from? And it's from one of the dresses in one of the cases, right? And maybe it's my mind's playing tricks on me because it's got that, mannequin form on it. So it's really kind of feeling like a person, right? But it just gets worse and worse and worse. And as I'm shutting down the museum, I have to turn off all the lights one at a time. I'm walking through there, and it was the worst feeling leaving there and shutting everything down. Eventually we took that dress down, and now it's down in the basement. But Sunshine, I told her this story. She's like, why didn't you tell me? I'll come and sage off the place. Because, of course, she lives in Bago. But, yeah, that was my Bago spooky story.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just get the feeling. You just get the feeling and stuff. Mm-hmm. And your mind just starts wandering, and it's the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is for sure. What do you think, Bethany?
I related to your story so much because sometimes I'll be working here by myself, and these buildings have been here for a very, very long time. And, I can't prove it, but no one was upstairs one day. I was here by myself. I was getting ready to head out, and it was probably about like 7:30 in the evening. But I was because my office is right here, but I was right here, and as I'm getting ready to head out, you just hear a big old like upstairs, like a door slam. I was like, I left after that.
I'm going.
Right.
So, yeah, I know that's exactly what he means.
Yeah. It's. I'll tell you my experience here, folks. I mean, what was that? No.
Nothing.
But okay, so I was here working late at night. You know what I mean? And you just start to get that feeling, like you get that feeling, right? But seriously, there was this noise coming from upstairs, and like I heard a little piece of it, and I was like, no way, no way and stuff. And I remember when we first moved up here, we had Matt Cleveland Jr. come in and bless the place, and he said that he would hear this place used to be like a children's dormitory.
Yeah.
And at times, they would take some of our equipment, and we call them our little spirit relatives. We mean no harm.
No.
And, sometimes they want to keep themselves busy and whatnot and stuff. So we go off what he saged the place off and cedared it and everything. And, we had Tunny come in here, do the same thing. And on behalf of the radio station. Anyways, so this noise, I was like, okay, there's nobody that should be here. You know what I mean? And there's this kind of this weird vibe noise and stuff. And I would hear it, and then I would be like, okay, let me, put on some music to drown it out. And I heard it again. And I'm like, no way. I was like, this is for real. I had to go investigate. You know what I mean? And so I went upstairs, and I get closer to this noise, and it gets a little bit louder and stuff. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to finally see in my lifetime, I'm going to see what this noise is. And it's just like, oh man, I'm going to have the story. I'll probably go missing, whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my goodness. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I open the door and there's a box full of little chickens upstairs. Yeah.
Wait, like live chickens?
Yeah.
What?
There's little live chickens. Tribal Farms used to have an office upstairs. I think they moved down here and stuff. But those little chickens, you know what I mean? They're just like chirping away. And I was like, oh my God, you know what I mean? I was just like, yeah. I was like,
I forgot about that. As you're waiting for the plot twist or something.
I should have said in my story, I haven't played non-native music since on those speakers, too.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
They said we don't like them, is it?
I know. All right.
I had music playing real loud too when I did that. It was like in between the songs changing, so it gets quiet, and then I just heard real loud, and I was like, and I just kind of got up real slow and just left.
Pull out some whole chunk beats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Shout outs, anything you want to make mention. Thank you for telling the stories here. And
let's see. Congratulations to Scott Aldrich. He's actually being featured at the Sioux City Public Art Museum up there as a native artist.
Man, we got to cover that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he works at 12 Clans of Chorus, and he and a member of the Sioux City Art Museum are going to be touring the Angel Decor Museum today. So congratulations to Scott, and we hope that the art museum up in Sioux City keeps featuring native artists from around Siouxland. That's just great stuff.
Awesome. Congratulations, Scott. I know that he, at times, he'll tune into ARL, loves hearing the music, and I know that he's a busy man. He is a headman dancer, traditional dancer, artist, as well as, doing a lot of good things for the alcohol program. For his prevention work and guidance counseling and everything. So that is awesome, man, that they recognize him. And so if you have any more information, send it our way. We'd love to post
I'll get Scott in touch with you guys.
Yeah, I think he mentioned, he did make mention of that. He did like a rendering of Jaleesa and somebody else, maybe his daughter or something, and it made it into that. So it was very cool. Very cool. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming in, Ben. Are you going to help us with the answer is?
Sure, why not?
Okay, all right. The answer is right now. I did get a text. Breaking news, I just get a text from Billy Kitchian, who's the ARPA coordinator, regarding the ERP, Economic Recovery Payments, that will be coming up. Distribution times. Listen up here. We do have distribution times that will be posted, and they are on the Winnebago Tribe's Facebook page at this time. And I wanted to kind of reiterate, if you guys want to mark this down or get your how do you say it? Your notepad out or whatever.
Your sticky note, your sticky pad.
Phone note.
Phone note. That really helps out.
Eyeliner, anything.
Anyways, so in-person check distribution dates are going to be held on October 25th, 2022. It's a Tuesday. Now, the times, they're going to start at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Winnebago seniors only. Okay, so the seniors, they want to come in, make sure that they kind of, how do you say it? Last time, that when it first opens the floodgates, they should say, you know what I mean? We kind of want to alleviate that. Maybe some of them are going to be coming in with their walkers or wheelchairs and stuff. So we just want to give them time. And I know that we always try to honor our elders and seniors and stuff. So that time slot is for them. At 11 a.m. all the way till 7 p.m., they are welcoming all tribal members to come in and get their assistance. You know what I mean? So it's $1,000 for adult Winnebago enrolled tribal members 18 and over, and minor children 17 and under will receive a $500 Visa gift card. Now, if you can't make it on Tuesday, they're going to have another one, same thing, Wednesday, October 26th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Winnebago seniors only. And then 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So you still have time. Some people are like, I work in Sioux City. I get off at 5. I ain't going to make it. Well, that's what the 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., they're going to go all the way up to 7 p.m. in order to accommodate that. You know what I mean? So they're trying to think of everything. Now, here is kind of an interesting thing. If there's a lot of people that are wondering, when are they going to be sent into the mail? Well, they're going to have those 2 days of in-person distribution dates. And then on Thursday, they'll start sending the payments out through the mail. So if you live in Minnesota or California or New York and you don't want to drive all the way back here to pick up your check, They'll send it starting Thursday, October 27th. Okay, now there are over 200 incomplete applications. Finance is emailing them back, and whatever you put on the application, as far as a phone number or email, they'll be reaching out to you to say, hey, there's been some confusion. Like, a person will email their application and then also send it in, and that just kind of creates a little confusion there and stuff. So you could either do either or. Now, it's going to be open until December 30th. All right, they're going to close the books on this. So I didn't know about it or anything like that. I didn't see it. I don't have Facebook. Nobody let me know or anything like that. You still have time, okay? And if you want to come down, you can get 2 Visa gift cards, $4,000 if you don't have a completed application on those distribution dates. Or if you want to check, you just have to wait a week. So complete your application, get it notarized. They'll help you on those distribution days, and then if you want to check, they'll just make you wait a week because the finance has to process it, and enrollment, all those guys got to communicate and everything. So there has been reports of rude phone calls. You know what I mean? Like people coming in just cussing up finance. I mean, like, come on now, like let's help each other out. Mm-hmm. And last night the council kind of reiterated that hey. You know what I mean? Like, let's be good to one another. Yes. And most likely who you're talking to on the other side is probably a fellow Winnebago tribal member that's trying to help everybody out. You know what I mean? So there's over 5,000 tribal members, and I believe they received somewhere around 2,500. So that means there's over 2,500 people that don't know about this or haven't applied for it. I know that I was talking to Billy, and there was like a choker that said, I got to do all that. I got to get it notarized. I got to go get it printed. I got to go do this and stuff, And he's like, I ain't going to bother with it, And I'm like, bro, that's $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, I maybe call Paul one of your relatives or something like that. Mm-hmm. Bethany.
Yes.
How was the application process for you?
For me, I think it was very easy. I think it's just that initiative to get up and go do it is what some people just, I don't know. I don't want to nitpick at that part, but it's just a real simple process. Just go. If you don't have a printer at hand, like, maybe you have someone that has a printer, they can print it off for you. It was easy, though. We just printed it off. I went and got it notarized. Shout out to Maggie Miller. She notarized me and my brothers for us, and we scanned it back in, and we emailed it.
And then you're good to go.
And good to go.
How long do you think it took you?
It probably took us a good 30 minutes. Yeah.
For $1,000?
Yes.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. You know what I mean? Like, there you go. In economic recovery payment, guys, as you know, it's getting cold.
Yes.
Heat. Like we had to turn our furnace on, mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
just like I was sharing with Garan this morning, like it's getting real cold. And then, you gotta, if you need to get your furnace looked at, whatever it may be, maybe you need to buy some little space heaters. I need a space heater, so that's why I'm saying that, because it gets cold.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right. If you guys have any questions on the economic recovery payment assistance, if you could help us out, folks, spread the word on those distribution dates. Mm-hmm. Those are very important. We want to get the word out. So it's kind of like a phase thing. People are thinking like Friday was the deadline and they're going to close the books and I'm not eligible to do it. That's not the case. Now the deadline is December 30th. And if you don't hear word from us or anything like that, or make sure you get your application in if you're eligible, if you're a Winnebago tribal member, because that's it's there to help you out. You know what I mean? It's economic recovery, inflation, all that stuff is going up. There's a lot of people that come down to the council and they're like, hey, they hear some of the hardship stories and we understand. You know what I mean? Not everybody is able to. How do you say it? Not everybody's able to get some heat and stuff. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure everybody's safe on that part. So that's why I think it's very important. And shout out to Billy. I know she's probably dreaming applications and everything, but last night we had the tribal council meeting, the mid-monthly tribal council meeting. And when I left after that meeting, she was still in there processing applications. So a lot of good hard work for the ARPA department. So good job, guys. Okay. Switching gears here. I might get some bullet points here. She said that she was going to email me some more bullet points just in case, and I wanted to relay those to you guys. But Ben, you should have joined us for the first annual People's Choice Awards and birthday bash. It was freaking awesome.
How'd it go?
It was delightful.
Yes.
I mean, it was shout out to everybody. Winnebago, we want to thank them for, providing that place. I think.
Space.
Yeah, the space, and I know that people came out and relaxed, and there was tacos, and it was just shout out to you, Bethany, for getting all that organized and everything, and shout out to our communications crew for just having that idea. One of the things that we wanted to make sure in our mission is that this radio station is for our listeners. You know what I mean? We want, if you guys have some programming ideas, or if you guys have music ideas or anything. And we want to send a big, huge shout out to our performers. Yes. Man, let's talk about them.
Let's talk about them. They put on a great show. They did.
Seriously, that was freaking
all
awesome.
Different, they brought something different to the table, each of them, but they all put their best foot forward, and they really got the crowd feeling it.
Yeah.
I was over there, doing the show, but still.
I mean, like I heard from some Billy. Decora. Billy Decora is, hopefully he's watching and stuff like that. I'm gonna send him a shout out. But afterwards, he was like, I never heard Raya Dawn. I never heard Mob Scene. I never heard what was it? Nothing Personal. It wasn't Execution Style.
With 2/4 of Execution Style.
Right. Nothing Personal is a band here in Winnebago, and they had a chance to sing a song and stuff. They sang 2 of them.
Yes.
And he was like, man, I really liked Raya's music and stuff. You know what I mean? So he made mention of her. I love it too. Do we have a recap, or maybe we can bring that up? If you missed the show, Ben, you have to go and watch the recap. Bethany, let them know where they can find it.
Whoa, sorry. You can head over to our KWTN, the Big Voice YouTube, or you can check it out on our Winnebago Big Voice Facebook page. But we do have the live stream available on both of those streaming platforms. And we have the performances, how do you say that? Like their time code stamped. So if you want to watch specifically Raya, you can do that. If you want to kind of check out each of them, you can do that.
Yeah. And can you bring that up? Is that possible?
Yes, I can.
To kind of show what the viewers, I know we had probably I think we ended up like with 50, and then on our Facebook it said like 400 views and whatnot. You know what I mean? So if you have an opportunity, check out these performances that all 3 of our local. Now, this next artist that we let.
Why is it doing that? Sorry.
Is it coming through? Did you point it to? Is it monitoring as well as coming through?
It's like I want to hit play on it. So I'm going to bring it up.
Okay.
And then I hit play on it.
I'd like to introduce. Yeah.
Wait, I got to unmute.
Oh, no. 2 Garans.
Yeah.
It's here. Now, this next artist that we like to introduce, she has been tearing it up, and she recently... Well, actually, she's double booked here tonight, so it's an honor and privilege to see her and her crew here this evening. Right after she gets done performing for the Big Voice Awards, they're going to head up to Sioux Falls, and they're going to be doing a opening act for a concert up there with Murphy Lee. Murphy Lee is one of the St. Lunatics. He's on some of the Nally features and whatnot. So I know that Raya Dawn, she's going to be tearing it up here. We're in for a special treat. Her and her partner, Mills, and they were on ARL the other Thursday and stuff. So as soon as they get done with their performance, we'll get into the first award category. So with that, Raya and Millie, come on up here, and we'll get your music on as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring them in with a big round of applause to our first performance here, the Big Voice Choice Awards, Raya Dawn.
Yeah. How we doing tonight? Y'all make some noise tonight. How we doing? Yeah. If y'all ready to get started, say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on. Y'all could be louder than that. If you're ready to say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Let's get it popping. Turn me up, turn us up, turn us up. Hey, let's go, let's go. Bow, bow. Yeah. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm getting that money, baby, baby. Yeah, I'm getting that money, baby, baby. Let's go. Can you put your hands up and wave with me like this? Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Bow, bow. Yeah, I'm getting that money, baby, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I'm getting that money, baby, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I'm getting that money, baby, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Riot.
Trying to get deep in my bag, trying to get deeper than last. If I ever lose it all, I promise I'll get it back. And you can bet on that. I'm thankful for the bag. Never show money, never show what I have. I do my own thing, that's what I'm good at. I'll never give up, I never forget who stayed down, who was on deck. My time is coming and my time is next. Gotta keep going to go harder than them. I'll get it myself and I'll make it mine. Too much heart, got too much grind. I thug it out, I gotta provide. I still get it down when tears in my eyes, cause I got bills to pay. I don't care if I change, I'm on to a better game, cause I only got one aim. Make it.
Are we unmuted? Alrighty. So we were gonna try to bring in the other performances and stuff. But nonetheless, there's my word again. Go watch the replay of that.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to Willie Bass as well as Sarah Snake, man, for helping us out. You know what I mean? And they came up and they presented. I want to send a shout out to Jordana, Christina, and you for presenting as well. And you know what I mean? Sarah, she shared a story about the big voice and kind of about fry bread. And one of the things that we wanted to make mention is that at the why was like fry bread mentioned and stuff, you know what I mean? But there's a whole story behind fry bread. For those that don't know, you know, I know that, you know, we made something out of nothing. You know, the federal government said, we're taking all that stuff away from you and we're just going to give you, you know, water and flour and stuff, you know what I mean? And what did we make? We made the most beautiful bread ever. And it's the best, you know what I mean? And when you do food, there's that thought and feeling that you have to put your love into it, and you always should have good thoughts. I was listening to a Kathy who won, right? Kathy won,
yep.
And there was other, you know, categories and stuff, and there was other nominees for that. But they always said that you should always cook with a good thought and those feelings that will go into that. So in turn, when you eat that and stuff, you know, you have that feeling. Mm-hmm. So for sure, congratulations to all the nominees. Just for being nominated and stuff is a huge. So I know there was Liz, there's Kathy Dew, there's Kathy LaRose, and what's her name?
Tara Picotti.
Yep, AKA
B.
Yep, and then there was another category. So there, you know, Sarah shared her story of her relative from Wisconsin that makes the best fry bread.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's. I'm not gonna put my mom on blast and stuff like that, but she quite didn't get the recipe and stuff like that. But she's good at other stuff, you know what I mean? But when it comes to fry bread for functions, sometimes that bread gets a little hard for my mom and stuff. But
it's okay, I'm right there with her. I'm still perfecting mine.
That one time we were sitting in the office and we were like, "Hey, let's have a potluck," you know what I mean? And all the girls like, "I don't know how to cook."
Hey, I know how to cook. I don't cook. I haven't cooked in a minute.
That's what they all said.
Sad.
Like, we haven't cooked it. I was like, okay, never mind. Let's forget about that then.
Let's order takeout.
Okay, so yeah, anything you want to make mention? Follow up?
So with the celebration, we you know, we're gonna be gearing up for next year's plans, and if you have any suggestions on some of those categories, our hope for it was to triple it next year and for it to just kind of keep growing each year. So we do definitely want to broaden the categories for the nominees and best this, best that. So it'll get bigger.
6,252 votes?
Yes.
Wow. I was expecting 40. Seriously. I mean, if that was going to be 6,252 votes.
Yep, just kind of hit it way out the park.
Yeah, we sat around and we're like, how can we get them to poll and go to our website? You know, if you guys go to the website, there's a lot of good information on there, WinnebagoTribe.com. They're also trying to hire for a tax director.
Yep.
So maybe you're looking for a career change out there. You know, if you're listening and stuff, and you want to come back and work for Winnebago, if you're not on site, or you work for a job that you just don't love and stuff, you know, maybe apply for some of ththose jobs. There's the Winnebago in the news on there. There's about departments. Their information is on there. The ARPA information is on there. And then a lot of people ask us, how do we get in contact with the council? Well, their information is on the website as well.
Yes.
I mean, it's very cool. Yeah.
A lot of resources available. You just got to put that initiative forward.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, story time. We said birthday bash, right? And we just got done with the award show. And I was like, okay, the next thing we're going to do, we probably won't stream it or anything like that, but we're going to play The Answer Is. So we play The Answer Is and stuff. And, you know, there's a big line of people getting tacos and stuff, you know what I mean? And at the same time, Nebraska is doing their thing against Purdue. Unfortunately, they lost, but I knew a lot of people are watching the Nebraska game. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go check out the last couple minutes. I'll be right back. And she's starting to take down the stream information and streaming equipment and all this and that. And then I come back, and it was probably about 10:30 and stuff. And there was a lot of people in the casino.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, what's going on back there and stuff. And I was like, hey, yeah, we're going to have a party. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to celebrate a birthday. We're going to, Bethany is going to DJ. She DJs on Thursdays for ARL and stuff. She's got her playlist ready to go and everything. So I walk back into the conference room. The lights are on. The equipment's down. The sound equipment, they're loading. They're loading out. And I was like, hey, guys, put it all back up because the party's coming. And they're like, nobody told us. And I was like, oh, my goodness. So it was an early night, but nonetheless.
But next year we're going till 2 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. But it was kind of funny just because, like, I didn't know. Like, everybody kind of scrambled, and then I was just doing my own thing. Then when I looked up Jordana, and then we're taking stuff down, and I was like, so I just kept taking my stuff down, and pretty soon Garan came in. That was probably the highlight of it because he was bringing the party back, and he was already putting the party away.
I was like, oh, my bad, guys. All right, next year for sure. So next year we'll have to, you know, what was the spookiest story ever told on KWTN? That could be a nominee. That could be yeah, because your story is pretty spooky. I mean, it's pretty paranormal. Yeah, it wasn't normal at all, but it was pretty paranormal. All right, here we go. The answer is, let's do it. We are ready. Bethany.
You gonna grab that pen?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, folks.
Do you need a paper?
I got my own.
This is it. Now, she needs a lifeline. If you help her and you get the correct answer on the lifeline, we'll give you a t-shirt.
Hey.
You right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the Big Boys t-shirts, right? You have one on right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so maybe kind of show that. This is the
Got
Big
the
Boys.
buffalo on there.
Has the buffalo, and it says "Step into the game." Is that?
Step into the beat.
Step into the
I'll
beat.
show this main camera.
Brand new, hot off the printing press, we have the Big Boys t-shirts. So we want to give you one if you can help out when she needs some help here. Okay, so question number 1. Here we go. What is the villain's name in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? What is his name?
Ooh, I think I know this one.
What a good one, because, man, what is his name? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. His name is...
You have a lifeline. You want to use it right away? You got 4 more questions coming after this one.
An afterlife line. Spooky.
So let's see. Texas Chainsaw. Man, I don't know his name, but I'm just going to go with... Do I have to say his whole name?
No. I mean, like, what do they call him?
Oh, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The massacre?
Mr. Texas? Johnny Chainsaw?
What do you
Yeah, I'm going to go with the... wait. I'm going to go with... Yeah, the Texas... The massacre.
The massacre?
The massacre.
The guy that goes around
the
just killing?
chainsaw guy.
Okay. He has a name.
I know, but I don't know his name.
Okay. All right. So you're not going to use a lifeline?
No, not on that one.
Okay. All right. So
We'll save it.
today's Halloween trivia, kind of Halloween movie trivia. Second question. Name one of the witches' character names in the movie Hocus Pocus.
Ooh, she'll know. You know.
Yes.
Come on, you can do it.
I can do this. It is.
There's 3 of them.
Sarah.
That's one of them. All right.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the other 2?
No.
Okay. All right, Sarah. It was played by Sarah Gallagher. Are you sure you want to go with Sarah?
No. I want to use my lifeline.
You want to use your lifeline?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Help us out. Name one of the witches' character names in Hocus Pocus. Do you know?
I think Sarah was a good one. I don't know though.
You
I haven't seen that movie since I was like 10. It was a Disney Channel, I think, right?
Okay. Doreen, you're right. LJ, thanks for helping us out. She missed that one, but we won't let her know.
Yeah.
Anyways, does anybody know the ladies' character names in Hocus Pocus? Hocus Pocus is number 2 came out. Help us out here. I'm clicking on the Big Voice, our live feed.
Come on, internet.
And
The
one of
shirt
them, that's one of the names. Winifred Sarah.
Winifred?
Winifred.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
You going with Winifred?
Yep, Winifred.
All right, here we go. Number 3. Harry Potter went rounds and rounds with the most evil wizard of all. What was his name?
The evil wizard was Voldemort.
Final answer.
Yes.
Okay. Number 4. The Stranger Things is set in what fictional town? You just watched season 1, you said.
Mm-hmm.
What was the town called?
Dang it, I should have saved my lifeline for this one.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
I know. I'm going to go with, is it like a well-known town?
No, I mean, but they keep saying it in Stranger Things. If you watched all 4 seasons, you would know.
Yeah.
Dang it, I should have watched it.
What fictional town is it set in?
It's in Salem,
Salem, Connecticut or Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Barely said it. Massachusetts.
Strangeburg. Strange town. Strange city.
Halloween, The End, is that what it's called? The movie that just came out?
Oh, yeah.
Who is the sister that's played in Halloween? What's her real name?
Oh, man.
Mike Myers? Is it?
Oh, they just gave a hint.
Yeah.
Is Myers part of it?
No. But there's Mike Myers, you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
has
the
that face and just stands there and whatever and stuff. You know, you see them previews.
Are you talking about the girl that's always in every movie?
Yeah. And she recently said she's done with it.
Yeah.
She's not doing it anymore. But
Like her real name?
Her real name.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Her name is... Shoot, what is her name?
This
I
is
know
Halloween?
it.
Jane Halloween? No.
What is her name? For some reason, I want to say Sarah Foster, but now Sarah's just embedded in my head. It's, man, what is her name? She's on Freaky Friday.
And she's on True Lies.
I've never seen that.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one either.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
Dang it, what is her name? I can't think of her name. It's like Jodie Foster or something like that.
Jodie Foster?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's her name, but
I take it you didn't see that movie.
not the new one, but I have seen the...
What's the last movie you seen, Ben?
Like ever?
Yeah. What's the last movie? The movie that you went into the movie theater? Like,
in the movie
theater movie.
Ooh, gosh, it's been a while, man. I think it was like Black Widow, maybe.
Was it?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I wanted to go see Top Gun, and I haven't seen that
Oh,
one.
I haven't seen that
Dude,
one
that was
either.
a long time ago.
I know. I haven't seen it in a movie.
Real
either.
long time ago. Like a couple months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really...
Top Gun 2, not the original Top Gun.
Yeah. Yeah, you talking about the one in the 80s? No.
He said he wanted to see that, and I was like, dude, that was a while ago when you said that.
It was
It's
too.
still in theaters.
Yeah, it's still in theaters.
Yeah. These days, they're pulling them out like you get 1 month for a movie.
I know the last one I seen was Thor.
Was it really?
Love and Thunder, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's kind of crazy. All right, let's go get your challenger to see how she
go.
does and stuff. But how'd you do, Ben? Did you get them?
Yeah, I got them all down.
Okay.
I think I only knew like 2.
You're not really. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't like scary movies.
Really?
I don't.
Ooh.
Why do that to yourself, right? I mean, I just.
Gotta be strong. You know, it's like going to the gym.
You gotta force yourself.
Be less stressed out when you get a flat tire if you watch Michael Myers chase
I just
people
can't do
around.
scary movies. I don't know why and stuff. You know, it's kind of crazy. But all right, need some headphones here.
Yeah, take mine.
Tyler, are you on the air?
I think so.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
And are you ready?
Been ready.
Okay, today is movie trivia.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we have some good ones for you. Question number 1. Here we go. What is the villain's name in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie?
Man, I don't really watch scary movies.
Oh man, you're gonna have a hard time today. We got some good ones.
Shoot. It's not Freddy or Jason, huh? It's Michael?
Michael
Myers?
Michael Myers, Texas Chainsaw.
She's laughing, I don't know.
Hey, man, don't feel bad.
I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
Michael Myers.
I'm laughing at the one that I said.
The answer is
Leatherface.
Leatherface.
It wasn't Johnny Texas.
Yes, the Leatherface is the correct answer.
Someone-
0 to
And
0.
was it-
Someone wrote me and said massacre with a bunch of question
She
marks.
said the massacre.
Yeah, he's just the massacre.
Massacre.
Okay, number 2.
Okay.
Name one of the witches' character names in Hocus Pocus.
I don't even know.
One
I
of
don't
them.
know all these
There's
great
3 of them.
classics.
And Hocus Pocus is the 1 is classic, but number 2 just came out.
Hilda.
Hilda?
Hilda?
That sounds right. I don't know.
Okay. The correct answers.
I'll look up the 3 witches right now. Let's see.
There's Winifred, there's Sarah, and there's Mary.
Winnie,
You got
Sarah,
it.
and Mary. Ooh.
Yes.
I haven't ever
Yeah.
seen it. I
So,
told you that too.
Jamie gets a t-shirt, right? She gets
Yes.
a t-shirt. All
Yep.
right. She got the correct answer.
I had to use my
So
lifeline.
Jamie out there, we are going to get you a t-shirt. All right, question number 3. Maybe you know this one. Harry Potter went rounds and rounds with the most evil wizard of all. What was his name?
Voldemort.
Nice.
Yes, they both got it right.
My
Good.
mom made me watch that all the time.
Yeah. It's not, I don't know, like sorcery, witchery, you know what I mean?
It's a great story.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of, people are like, they're not scary movies and stuff like that, but there's still kind of that
I mean,
correlation.
when you're a
Like
kid
thriller
and you see
parts.
Voldemort for the first
Yeah.
time, that was kind of scary.
Yeah,
You're a kid.
he was on the back of that head or something like
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah, that was, yeah,
What?
you're 5, that's freaky.
He was busy.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. There's a few times, like, you know, you see someone with those, what are they called, turbines? Or they?
Turbans?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're all, and like, that's what goes in my head, is Voldemort's
yeah,
head on
yeah.
the back of his head.
Do you know his real name?
Oh, I know. I got this one.
They call him Lord Voldemort, but what was his real name? It was like,
Remember,
It was
think
in the
about
book.
Think about the diary.
I read the book.
Think about
Yeah.
the diary.
yeah, you think about the diary. Whose diary was it? Remember they went on this whole search party for it and stuff?
She's got it.
For bonus.
In here somewhere.
For
Does anybody-
bonus.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben.
It is.
Prince of Azkaban. Or no?
No, that's. I think that's his name. No, it's Tom Riddle.
Yeah.
And that is
I
name.
knew
He
he was in
rearranged
there
his
though.
letters.
Yeah.
Because he got his book.
Tom Riddle.
I've been there.
Wasn't
Okay.
Leatherface.
Question number 4. This is not an old thing or anything like that. This is a new thing because that's about you, right? The Stranger Things, the TV series on Netflix.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, you haven't seen that
You guys
either.
got me messed up today.
You don't Netflix, huh? Okay. The Stranger Things is set in what fictional town?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, give us a town.
Yeah.
Pine Ridge.
I'd watch that. That'd be cool.
Okay, Pine Ridge. She said Salem. You're both incorrect. It's Hawkins.
Indiana.
Huh.
Not Strange City either.
Yeah, Hawkins, Indiana. Okay, all right.
Indiana.
Halloween, The End, or whatever it's called. I'm not even sure what the movie is called and stuff. You know what I mean? But it just came out.
Oh, okay.
I think one of our, let's see here. Somebody mentioned. Anyways, it just came out. But the sister, he's always trying to go after or whatever and stuff, and he kills everybody out beside her and everything. What is her actual name? Not the character's name, but her name.
Oh, man. She's in so many great movies. Sarah.
Sarah, is this the word of the day here today, huh? Okay. Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. She said Jodie Foster.
Dang. It sounds right.
She's like, dang.
But I was wrong.
It is
It's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee
Dang,
Curtis.
Jamie.
Yes.
Wow.
She said she's done after this one, right? She's
It's
done.
Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
I swear it ended like 4 movies ago, right? I mean, I thought it was the end.
How come he
I
didn't want
think
to
they
kill
do
her?
that as
Halloween
marketing.
ends again.
Seriously, man, I thought for real. Then
Still kicking someone.
didn't he go head to head with Freddy?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
In space?
Freddy versus Jason.
in space or something like that? Yeah. Who won?
There
on
is
that
a
one?
one called Freddy versus Jason.
Who won? Jason?
Jeez, that one came out when I was like in junior high.
Wait. So
torture
wait.
the
There's Mike Myers, right? And when I think of Mike Myers, I think of like the guy that does Shrek. You know what I mean, because his name is like something like that. But there's Mike Myers, and then he does Halloween, right? And then there's Jason, and Jason does the cha cha.
Yeah, I just threw that in there. I was like, yeah, it's
Hockey
Freddy
mask.
versus Jason. Also adamant on it.
And then Freddy is this. He's just in the dreams, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got that.
See, you know,
Razor.
I know
these.
the basics, you know. I
Okay.
know what everybody
Now, here's
else
your
knows.
homework assignment, folks. Here's your homework. So next week is going to be more Halloween trivia.
Yes.
And I told Ben I hate watching scary movies, but I'm going to go watch some scary movies just so I can get some trivia.
Every
So-
night.
I was traumatized though. I was like 6, and my dad made me watch Hills Have Eyes
Oh my gosh.
and The Passion of Christ. Isn't that
You
like
never
it's
seen
not
that?
even a
It's a
scary
double
movie?
feature?
It's just like real religious and.
Yeah. it's-
My mom took me to see Passions of the Christ in the movie theater.
Yeah, that's
Mel
it.
Gibson.
It's
Mel
hardcore.
Gibson. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it was pretty controversial at the time. and stuff,
was.
you know what I mean? But
Apparently, I just saw online he didn't want subtitles in the movie originally.
Why?
It's all in Aramaic and Hebrew and Latin.
wow.
So he was just gonna have it.
It would have made it more like, what's going on? You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, Ben, shout outs. Any last announcements? Go ahead, Bethany.
Yeah, the last announcement. Oh, I can't even talk. The last announcements that I have, I'm gonna display them here for you guys. We have a call for trunk. So Friday, October 21st, we have the trunk or treat. It's going to be at the Winnebago big screen. That was what Curtis and Emmy had stopped in, and this is with Project Launch and the Winnebago Public Health Department. So it'll be taking place at 4 p.m. The movie will start at 6 p.m., and it's a bunch of hocus pocus. That's the theme, and the movie will be hocus pocus. So that's this Friday, at the big screen at 4 p.m. And then there's going to be Saturday, the 22nd, Resi Things, the pumpkin painting. So this is what Emmy and Curtis had came on to promote their Saturday event, and this is at the farmers market from 1 to 4 p.m. and it is a free event, so you can go without paying for anything. You just get to go, enjoy, and have a good time. And then lastly, we'll get someone on to come talk about this next week, but we have the masquerade, so that's going to be next week on the 29th.
Nice.
Are you guys going?
Yes.
Yeah, check it out.
Uh-huh.
Be there all dressed up.
For sure.
If you don't see me, then I'm probably one of those characters.
Ooh, are you gonna get in it?
Maybe.
Jason?
Shout outs,
My voice.
Tyler.
If any of my family's watching, I don't know.
Yeah, what's up with
Try.
that? Like they should have came to your rescue, right? I mean,
I
helped
didn't
you
have a
out.
lifeline today, but it's moral
You-
support, guys.
You get one next week. Oh, who won?
Bethany did.
Yeah.
2
Okay,
points
all
to
right.
1.
Let's go, Bethany. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Gotta give her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause, everybody.
Clap.
Hey, the last thing, we got these T-shirts. Right,
Yes.
remember?
Yep.
Okay. So, at the Big Voice Awards show, and I got this idea. Shout out to Brian Chamberlain because it was really cool. But he's the one that kind of gave us the idea. We had them take a selfie, whether it be on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. We wanted to award the person that had the most likes, hearts, or whatever like that.
Yep.
And if you want to submit that, send us a screenshot of how many people viewed it on your Snapchat. Like, I think the person that won at his event that he had when he did this, they had like 300 views on Snapchat. We'll count it. You know what I mean? Just view it or whatever. Instagram, there was one person that had like 24 hearts on Instagram or whatever. Can you heart on Instagram?
Yeah.
And then Facebook, there was like some laughs and whatever. One guy had like 19. So the person that had like the 300 friends on Snapchat won that. Nice. So we want to do that now, okay? So send us a screenshot. You can message us to the
Winnebago Big Voice Facebook.
Yep. Or you can email that.
Yep. KWTN@winnebagotribe.com.
Yeah, and we've seen some. Seen some. We got tagged in some. You know what I mean? And there was like one person had 9 and whatever. But that point at the award show, I said take a selfie while you're at the award show, and we want to see. So because not only we're gonna give you a T-shirt, we'll give you a what do they call that? One of those cups that we got, those really nice cups.
Yeah, we had this debate before. I don't remember what they're called, but really nice cups.
Tumbler?
Yeah. It's kind of like they're really expensive. You know what I mean? Like you go to Starbucks and they're like $45.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's kind of crazy, but I guess they're the latest trend. I don't know. But we have some of that has the seal on it.
Yep.
Not only that, but we'll give them the winner. We'll give them the earrings. Yes, we have some earrings, and we'll give them another the win. We have issues.
So a win shirt, big boy shirt, a cool cup, and some earrings.
Yes, beaded earrings.
Yep, beaded earrings. They're really nice too.
For sure. So, what's the deadline on that? When they have to submit by start of Thursday? Because we'll announce it Thursday on ARL.
Yeah, so it'll be the start. So I'd say we go over the air at 11. So you need to have yours submitted by 9:30 a.m.
So you had a whole week to tell people like, hey, make sure you like my picture or whatever that. So you have a chance to win.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And just want to send a shout out to my classmate. Tara Lewis, who's in Minnesota. She watched the Big Choice Awards.
Nice.
And she sent me like I'm watching and stuff like that. And then when we said take the snapshot or whatever and stuff like that, she sent it to me. So that was very cool. I mean, you know what I mean? We had people tune in from all over, watch those performances, as well as who won. Congratulations to the winners and the nominees. Good job. Best drum group, best photo op. Next year we're going to start thinking about, and what we want to do is we want to have programs around Winnebago and maybe even the area sponsor that award. You know what I mean? So the best casino could be sponsored by the person that won the most jackpots or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, congratulations to Winnebago. They won best casino and stuff. But every casino has their crew, their staff that work extra hard in order to bring that entertainment value to the customers and stuff. So shout out to just being nominated. Native Star, Iron Horse, those are our two local ones. Hard Rock, I know we still have some Winnebago tribal members that work up there. We also have Winnebago and BBC, vice versa. BBC doing a lot of good, and they have catfish. So shout out to BBC and stuff.
It turned into that.
Yes.
I just want to add in there real quick. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that came out, and I want to send a special thank you to Jeanette and the food and beverage staff at Winnebago's, as well as the hotel, and also to my camera crew, Gentry and Billy D.
Yeah, and it was really cool. I was thinking about it, man. Billy, they're doing the good things, and if you have a chance, man, catch a volleyball game.
Yes.
Quince, Eugene, they're doing an excellent job on commentating, and then our camera operators are getting those nice shots and stuff. You know what I mean? So we're expanding on that. If you want to come join the crew and stuff like that, we'll give you an opportunity. We'll announce that when we're looking for some, we have a lot of things coming up.
Yep. Lots of more sports live streams.
For sure.
So thank you to everybody.
Yes. Thank you, guys. We got Issues t-shirts are in the house. Step into the Beat t-shirts are in the house. So come on, visit us. Like I said, if you guys have any ideas for programming, maybe if you have an idea for next year's Big Voice People's Choice Awards, and if you have a story, a paranormal story. Now, I know there's some people out there that have some stories about like the going down to the river. Mm-hmm. I want to hear some of those stories and stuff, man, because they just kind of they're very cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler,
I'm scared.
yeah, they're very cool. You know what I mean? So they just
I don't like going down.
There's some good storytellers out there, guys. You know what I mean? All right. Nonetheless, to be continued next Tuesday, folks, here on KWTN 100.9 FM. We'll see you on Thursday for All Requests Live with Bethany.
Yes.
And the top 5. Make sure you guys go out there and vote.
Yep, it'll be up this afternoon.
All righty. You guys have a good day. See ya.
See ya. Got some studying to do.